Hello everyone, welcome to Saptarishi's Astrology YouTube channel. In this session, I'm going to talk about results of Jupiter transit through sign Libra. We all know that Jupiter enters sign Libra starting 12th of September 2017. We all know that Jupiter is the most benefic planet, and the transits of Jupiter is also giver of so many things to all of us. Jupiter, as we all know, it is the most benefic planet. It represents the blessings of the God. It is God. It is religion for all of us. Hence, the transit of Jupiter is one of the most crucial transits for all the human natives. Uh, Transit of other planets also play their role, but transit of Saturn and Jupiter are to be studied before predicting any major events in any native. Let's talk about now. We know that Jupiter has been in the sign Virgo for last year or so. Now, being the sixth sign of natural zodiac, Virgo represents things like war, critique or criticism, hard work, service, healing, divorce, celibacy, and so on and so forth. Right? Now, Jupiter has expanded all of these qualities over the last year or so. But now, when it moves to sign Libra, it's going to carry some of these energies into the sign Libra, and also it's going to expand the qualities of sign Libra, which is love, negotiations, pleasure, business, marriage, sex, and so on. So, all these things, all these qualities of sign Libra are going to take prominence as Jupiter moves into the sign of Libra. We also know that Jupiter means expansion. It is a huge gas planet with huge gravitational force. So when something as big as Jupiter moves into your sign, watch out. It's going to have some implications. Now let's talk about the transit of Jupiter through the moon signs, which means if the moon in your natal chart is in the sign Libra, which is the seventh sign, what happens when the Jupiter moves into sign Libra for the natives who have moon in sign Libra? Now, if we talk about what is being given in the classics, chapter 26 of Fal Deepika has the different effects of transits. I think the name of the chapter is Graha Gochar Adhyay, which is basically the results of transits. Now, in this chapter, I mean, if you read sloka number 18, if I'm not mistaken, it says whenever Jupiter crosses through the moon sign, the sign occupied by moon in the natal chart, the transit is not considered to be very auspicious. And the same thing is being said in Vrihit Sanhita also, if I'm not mistaken, and also in the other classics. In general, if you talk about Jupiter transit through moon sign, it's not an easy position since Jupiter is such a big planet and it's going to expand the energies of the sign in which moon is placed. And when such a massive thing moves around your head, I'm sure the results are not so encouraging, and it's going to create a lot of confusion. And what is stated in our classics is when such transit happens, when Jupiter crosses through the moon sign of the native, there is typically loss of whom the native generally have to suffer professionally. They have the loss of wealth. They have to move out of their place. It can be their birthplace, and so on and so forth are the results given in different classics. But does it mean everything is going to be bad? Perhaps not, because Jupiter, as we know, it's the most benefic planet. So it's going to give some bad results, but at the same time, it's also going to give some good results. Now, let's talk about the aspects of Jupiter. So when Jupiter moves on your moon sign, the sign occupied by moon in your natal chart, it's going to also aspect your fifth house, ninth house, and seventh house. Right. So those who are expecting the childbirth, for them the encouraging news may be just around the corner. For those who are not married, the chances are you may get into serious relationship during this transit of Jupiter into sign Libra. And for those who have been trying to get that higher education, the ninth house thing, who have been trying to study deeper, who want to study much more, who want to gain wisdom, who want to gain deeper into spirituality, deeper into their religious practices. For them, it is the most appropriate time to start all these things, all these activities related to these signs. Obviously, when we talk about fifth house, seventh house, and the ninth house, they obviously mean a lot of other things also, which means seventh house, we also know that it is also the sign of your second child. And it could also mean those who are planning to start a business, it's a good time for them to start a business. If your business is not been doing well, it may be the time when when your business starts to grow. So all these things are expected while the Jupiter is there in the sign Libra for the natives who have their moon in the sign Libra itself.